Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
White 90. White 90. 49 to Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep. Load it. Load it. Check 24.
First down, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, this Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. The 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this ride.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Catch made here by Campbell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set, black 11! Key tight end, 3 down, 3 down. Jim. Buffalo one. Check hot. He's checking. Hey, easy. Begin.
On first down, Taylor. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Watch the run.
Rivers now from the 50. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Rivers now. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Set. 10-2, sir. 54. Right, 54. Coming.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 68 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, it's Taylor. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards on the ground. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready, 380. You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. Wait, 89.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
180. Round 80. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's going to look for Allen now. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 74 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rivers to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Second 90, black 11. Hey, 79, 79. 56 to Mike. 56. 5.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
3 bucks. SOS.
Throwing again. Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. To throw is Rivers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Come on, baby.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
60 out there. And watch that. And watch the block.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Break. Mike 50. 80 weapon. I'm here all day. I'm here fight.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double down here and get 8.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. He goes 55 yards on the punt return. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point safely through, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, and the catch made by Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now Eckler. A big play there just before halftime, and even 50 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here is Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Going on the ground with Eckler. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Come on, set. 30 base.
54 Mike. That's what I do.
Go.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
390s.
Tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Taylor, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He completes this one to Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Block 15.
3 buns. Check 37. Check 37.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another 1st down. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Safe.
Zero.
Switch gears.
Behind.
To throw, Rivers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Melvin Ingram showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Right there. Right here. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the safety creep.
General West. Hey, Wahoo. 5.
Off play action. Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
15, 1.
First down.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Off play action. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. For instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Space to maneuver at the 40, and it's complete. Henry. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready. 60 or.
All day, dog.
Topper. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
54, must move. Check. Watch the before. Watch the out.
Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On first down, Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.